have what votes that affirm the freedom to marry. One, we've got to push back in Minnesota on the constitutional amendment like we have here in Oregon, but in Maryland and Washington the numbers are looking good. And the beauty about Maine is that they have built this campaign for 3 years. Because we did it on our terms, on our timeline. We built the campaign. We had people on the ground having those transformative conversations with voters, and that's what clinched it. That's why this is the first one we're hearing about, because the margin is wide enough and the work's been done over time, and we've changed those hearts and minds, and that's what we're going to do right here in Oregon. We've been doing it for years. In your love and your commitment, that's what it's called. But it's like that's right. So I may be the loudest member of this team, but I'm not the hardest working, and the hardest working member of the Basic Rights Oregon team on this issue all year long is Kyle White. Where are you? Hundreds of volunteers who come through the doors and put in thousands of hours so that we can be celebrating a victory in Washington. Hours from now, if not days from now, they're slower to count in Washington State. This has been an incredible effort. We took over Southwest Washington for their campaign and did thousands of phone calls, and at the last hour, the 11th hour, they said, we need you to hit 3,000 doors. And as of 3 o'clock this afternoon, we hit 3,035 doors. We had leaders stepping up. I want to mention just a few of them. Special thanks to Danielle, Ann, to Jen, Meg, Nicola, Shabbat, Melissa, Bill, Philip, Reverend Rhiannon, Emma, Renee, Megan, Allison. Thank you for all your hard work. SEIU donated us space for the phone banks and canvases. The Unitarian Church in Vancouver, the First Congregational Church in Vancouver. Oregon Voice gave us cell phones when our phone banks doubled in size. We were having 50 people on the phones at a time. And without the folks, okay, hang in there for just another minute, because this is one of the things that makes us special, and that's going to win this in Oregon, and it's the work that we do to build across communities and to build a movement. So we're not just talking about marriage, we're doing trans health care, we're doing racial justice. We have 108 volunteers doing in-language phone banks in Korean, Vietnamese, Spanish, and English. We could, on marriage, in their communities, we couldn't have done it without Western State Center helping us here. We couldn't have done it without CAUSA. Christian was here earlier, Apano, the ACLU with Oregon Student Association and Planned Parenthood. We had HRC folks working with us. And we had a PAC board, an political action committee board, that in the midst of all this raised $65,000, supported pro-equality candidates that'll do the work on racial justice, on trans health care, and on the issues that matter to LGBT Oregonians and our community at large. And this is what's going to take us through a freedom to marry victory in Oregon and beyond. We got lots of work to do to build the future that we want for our families.